as far as me getting through immigration because I was so tired, but it was a very simple process. I got a 90-day free visa up on arrival, and I just ordered a Grab, which we call Uber, to my Airbnb. What's up, y'all? I have officially landed in Malaysia. I am currently in the main city, Kuala Lumpur. I just took me a quick shower, freshened up and stuff, because that was a long flight process. And I am still really tired. Y'all can probably tell my eyes were like bloodshot red. They still are a little bit too. You can kind of still see it because I've only gotten maybe 3 to 4 hours of sleep, if that, to be honest. Like, that was so uncomfortable for me to sleep like that on them flights. Right now I am about to go to the mall real quick so that I could get me an adapter to go into the wall, because if y'all don't know, but they have a different outlet thing, like the piece that plugs in, and I just only brought my US things to charge my phone. I didn't even think about that could possibly be a difference, because again, this is my first time out of the country. But yeah, today is really just getting some essentials that I need from the mall, maybe a few clothes, I don't know if I'm feeling some stuff, and give me a bite to eat. And I'm gonna be watching the Love Island reunion. But yeah, as I've mentioned before, Malaysia was just a pit stop for me, or just a way for me to get over here in Asia. I just noticed it was one of the most affordable flights just to come here instead of going to the other destinations, and I did kind of have a little curiosity about it, but I don't really have a huge pull or gravitation towards it, nor do I really get that sense of home feeling, or I don't know, it feels welcoming. I definitely don't feel that here, so my intuition was on point with that. I just felt like this would be a time for me to just get used to the time zone, for one, which I do feel like I'll adjust pretty easily. I don't think I'm even gonna go to sleep once I get back from the mall, to be honest. So I think I'll be on track with that. Also too, just introspection, catching up on my content and stuff. Maybe me being indoors a little bit more will help me find a balanced, organized schedule with that, and also planning out a bit of an itinerary for my next destinations, because my next one, I didn't even plan to, excuse me, I didn't even plan to go there until June, to be honest. End of June, no, actually July. That's when I had planned to actually go to these other destinations too, because originally it was just supposed to be one that I'm going to in October. Now y'all, I did come prepared on some things though. Like this right here, I made sure to get me a portable fan. It's a rechargeable, so I don't gotta worry about the batteries or anything like that, replacing them, because it can get really hot out here. So I ended up getting this juice. It's from a place called Juice Me, and it has some apples, carrots, and also some oranges. And yeah, they actually press it first. It's actually pretty good. When I tell y'all, this mall is so huge. I walked here multiple times and I still did not get around the whole thing. It had about 5 floors, and it's not even the biggest mall in Malaysia at all. I also ended up going to this Vietnamese restaurant. I got me some pho and some veggie fried rice. It was decent. It wasn't the greatest that I've had. But yeah, then I just left because, again, I said I was so tired and I was just observing nature, and I just, knocked out, watched my Love Island, and went to sleep. Though this was not my favorite destination, I'll admit it was a beautiful view waking up to see the city every single day. And also having enough quietness to be able to do my meditations, getting my mindfulness back and watch the sunrise too whenever I open my eyes. It was truly nice, a luxury for sure. Y'all, I'm about to go exploring outside. I'm about to go get me something to eat, go get me some of that mosquito spray. Honestly, I was just gonna rely on faith, but I just don't want to risk it with that fever stuff. They say the mosquitoes are really bad out this way, so I just want to prepare myself for that. I don't know, I'm probably going to do some mini shopping. I'm going to try Malaysian food for the first time today. And then I am going to also try this vegan ice cream place as well. I saw that it was peanut butter and jelly flavor, and that sounds so good, so I'm gonna try it out. Thankfully, the place I was staying at had an ATM where they did not charge me any extra fees to take some cash out, because I knew some of the places that I would be going to did not, take card all the time, especially I was going to go to the Chinatown. So I made sure to take out a little bit over $100, not too much because I knew I wasn't staying here for long. So this is the first fully vegan restaurant that I ended up trying in Malaysia, and I was honestly kind of nervous, but the reviews made me feel a little better. I have the Happy Cow app, and they seem to be really positive, but I got these mushroom skewers. Those are actually lion's mane mushrooms, and you cannot tell me those do not have like the same texture as meat. I was so caught off guard. It had a decent taste. The peanut sauce wasn't my favorite with it, but it was manageable, and I also had some fried mushrooms and a pina colada drink. And, they wrote me that little cute message because I had to take some to go. I ordered so much food. I thought I would be able to eat it all. And then I ended up finding this flower shop right here. Those aren't even real flowers. Those are all made out of like the crochet products or whatever. So they knitted all of these to look like flower bouquets, and you can make a whole bunch of different ones. You can make your own. You could buy one that's already customly made as a gift for someone. And I just think that this is so cool because I know how much this type of stuff costs back in the States, and it's crazy. Crazy in terms of the price difference, what you get for the affordable price. And I'm saying affordable from an American point of view, of course. I'm blessed to have an American business to where these types of things do feel very affordable for me, whereas somebody who may be a citizen out where I'm visiting, they may not view that type of stuff as cheap like we do. And just from staying here for a short period of time, I can see they work 10 times harder and they get paid 1,000,000 times less. It's actually insane. Hopefully y'all can hear me over all the cars and stuff. I do not have my microphone right now. I do believe I brought one with me. I'm gonna definitely check that once I get back inside, but I'm on the way to this store called Watson's. I believe it's like a pharmaceutical store. Back in that last clip, that was actually one of the temples that are out here. Today I am not dressed appropriately for that. As you can see, it's a little too casual. What's up, y'all? It is currently August 28th. It's a Thursday for me. And it's technically, actually it's Wednesday out there in the US, in Chicago, where I'm from. I'm in Malaysia with it still, and I'm actually about to go out and go to the mall real quick, and I'm gonna be going to get some fruits because they do have a grocery store inside the mall, which is kind of crazy. They got so much stuff up in there, literally everything you need. It is 5 floors. It's the same mall that I had showed y'all before. But yeah, because I had gotten these fruits yesterday. I believe I had shown y'all. Well, actually, no, I did not. Hold on. Yeah, I thought I had shown you guys all these fruits that I had gotten yesterday. It was from someone's stand, like a little pop-up stand. I forgot what this one is called, but I definitely seen this on the iHeart Fruit Box page and all the other Fruit Box pages and whatnot. I believe this is like a golden pear. I have a mango. This mango is literally as big as my head, like, well, almost. It's crazy. And I forgot what type of apple this is, but it's an apple. And then, what is this called? I think it starts with an R, but y'all know what this is. The little spiky fruit on the outside, and it's white on the inside. So yeah, and then I got a pomelo. I'll probably end up doing a taste test on camera when I get back, just to see the difference, because I have had majority of those fruits that I had bought right there on the table, just to see the difference between the quality out here and the quality in America, because that's been something that I've been curious about for so long. So now I finally get the chance to see, and I'm not even 100% sure if Asia necessarily is somewhere where the quality is like that much better. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like anything is damn near better than the United States. So yeah, I'm ready to see, because I did have this smoothie at the mall the other day that tasted very, very sweet, but then I realized they put added sugar up in there, some processed sugar, like a syrup or whatever. So that was disappointing because I did not see them add that in there before. I wasn't watching her as intensely, the lady make the stuff, but they definitely put some of that in there. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why it was so sweet. Yeah, I'm about to head out. Hopefully I can find some hair care stuff too. I need to make me another batch of some rose water. I feel like I also want to do like a lock detox soon because I'm like seeing a lot of buildup in my hair from all the different retwists that I've done. Yeah, I want to see that. I also want to see if they got some like skincare stuff for me to put some moisturizer on my face because usually I use the Ordinary brand. I use like the Rose Hip Seed Oil on my face. It's literally just, I use the Dr. Bronner's baby soap on my face and then I just add that oil. That's my whole skincare. It's very, very simple, but it works so well for me. And I have not seen that brand out here so far, and I forgot to grab some before my flight. So hopefully I'll find it soon. If not here, then maybe at my next destination that I'm going to next week. I remember day one when I was trying to find this mall. I was so lost with where the GPS was telling me to go, but I had to go up those hidden stairs and I was so nervous, but it did actually lead me to the mall. And how crazy is it that they have a grocery store inside of here? They actually have 2 grocery stores in this mall. Like, I've never seen that before in the States. I don't know, maybe they have that in some other state other than Illinois, but it's crazy. I actually ended up going to both grocery stores. At the second one, I ended up getting more things such as this salt. I know I said I was only getting the salt, but I ended up getting some crackers too as well. There's some vegan crackers because I just want to have something savory to snack on because my cycle is coming soon, and I don't know, I also just wanted more snacks in general. And I'm not sure what else is really here because I saw they had some pistachios and almonds. I didn't really want any almonds, but they don't have any of my other favorite nuts, unfortunately, at least not at those stores that I went to. So yeah, I got me some coconut water, finally. And for some reason, like, I guess it's just their thing, but I even noticed that in Japan too when I was on the flight. All they have is mineral water here. Like, there's no spring water, which is what I'm used to, and I don't know, I just don't like the idea of like stuff being added to water like that. Like, why is there nothing but mineral? It's like the same thing when it comes to the milk. They only have soy milk, not only, but it's just what they mostly use, especially within, you know, restaurants. But I also got my hands on some dates. I am so geeked about that. Okay, I just finished doing like one of the regular real style videos, the vertical video. I just tasted all the fruits, and honestly, I'm not sure I taste that much of a difference between at least what I've had in America. The pomegranate definitely tastes, I don't taste anything, honestly. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if the yellow one is like actually meant to not be as sweet, like if others feel that way as well, or if I just maybe picked a bad one, or maybe it's not pomegranate season. I don't know, but it was just bland. But then I had this guava. I'm not even sure if this is 100% right because it is kind of hard still, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a little bit more soft, but it was nasty. I wasn't really a fan of that. The mango was probably my favorite. It's actually really, really good, really sweet. I'm not sure if I can say that there's that big of a difference. Maybe it's a bit more on the sweeter side, but for the most part it tastes the same to me personally. The dragon fruit tastes exactly the same, it tastes like nothing. This, I've had this before, rambutan. I keep forgetting what the name of it is, but it has like a similar flavor to grapes. I would say, kind of like a mixture of grapes and slightly like lychee, but not really, mostly like grape. This right here, forgot what that's called, but I wasn't really that much a fan of that. Could have kept that. Maybe that one also wasn't too ripe either, but then I had the golden pear. I believe it's actually another name for it. I had got it mixed up with the actual golden pear, but that yellowish looking pear. That one was actually really, really good. I like that one. I don't even know. Oh yeah, I didn't end up trying the regular plum because I cut it open and it did not look like it was any good anymore. So I just left that alone. The dates was good. Like at first when I had my first bite, I was not that much of a fan. I'm like, yeah, I like the ones back at home better. But the more I ate them, I started to adjust to that taste, and I'm like, okay. I'm about to go get some ramen today and also some ice cream. Okay, so as far as the noise in the background, I just got a bamboo fountain thing playing with the Tebaton bowl. I think I'm pronouncing that so wrong, but like the copper sound bowl, I believe. Yeah, that's just playing in the background in the YouTube video, and I'm just doing some exercises using my resistance band. I just started off doing some upper body stretching. I don't really know what to call that, honestly, but then I just moved down to my pelvic floor area and practicing some of the stretches that I had learned from physical therapy. If y'all didn't know, I was doing some physical therapy just to help more out with my menstrual pain that I was experiencing, because finally I managed to heal my ovarian cysts, so I no longer have those. So there's still just a lot of tension and stuff there in my pelvic area, which, you know, amplifies my cycle pain, as I said before, just because that's where I store so much stress. So just working on relaxing those muscles and building the strength as well. Okay, so shortly after my exercising, I had left out to go to a botanical garden. This is Perdana Botanical Garden, and it was very, very close in distance. I believe it was only like 15 minutes max, like 15 to 20 minutes away from where I was staying, and I just really needed some nature time without going too far into the jungles, because there's only so much nature that you can get, like being in like a downtown area. And I think also I just wasn't ready to take that leap just yet to go on a super intense hike by myself on this trip, especially just in this specific place where I didn't feel completely at home, and my cycle was also coming too, so there was some PMS going on. I went without wearing any mascara. I keep looking like some look a little bit different. Okay, so I just walked and I actually found the entrance to the section I was talking about. I'm loving it so far. They definitely have cameras everywhere here. And I can tell they're just, are we allowed to be in here? Okay. And I can just tell that they're really big on protecting their town, which is really nice. And they have a whole bunch of security guards literally everywhere. Every single store, every block. Even if it's not a store, there's always going to be a security guard around. Even though I didn't leave this experience feeling completely grounded, it definitely did help quite a bit than just staying in a house or going to the same restaurants in the same mall, because I did not have an itinerary for this place. And I even found a spot by the little water fountain to journal a bit and get my thoughts out, so that was really nice. And by the way, this place is free entrance if anyone was looking to go to Malaysia anytime soon. And then I just ended off the day with a little cucumber salad. And this next day, I honestly did not do much at all. I did go out to get a little bite to eat. I went back to the same ramen place and I was just watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. By the way, at first I was Team Jeremiah, now I'm not team either one of them. And then I finally tried the ice cream place because I know I said I was going to try it the past 2 days before this one, but this was the day I actually got to try it. So guys, I just came back from the grocery store and I just got some last minute things for my final 2 days that I'm going to be here, like 2 to 3 days, really just 2 full days, because I just got tired of eating out so much. So I actually found some of these banana leaves that I've always wanted to cook with. I've never been able to find them in the US. Even at like the Asian markets, I've never seen them. And I think I'm gonna just make a mixture of like some cucumber salads, some soups, some lettuce wraps. But yeah, hopefully I can finish everything within this time period because my cycle is also on the way. So normally during that time I like to eat lighter stuff. So let's hope. And then I just got this as like my little seasonings or whatever, so I wouldn't have to buy too many separate ones. It comes with all the essentials in one besides the onion powder and the herbs, but that's cool. Okay, y'all, so it's currently my last day in Malaysia. It is like almost 5 a.m. And I'm about to head to the airport because it's already an hour drive and sometimes the traffic can just be unpredictable out here, especially going that way at this time. So yeah, I'm just leaving, room open for any delays because also you just never know what you're going to run into as far as traveling with different airlines. And apparently I chose one of the strictest. I did not know that until afterwards, like especially with the bags and stuff. So I'm hoping that my carry-on bag right here is going to be good and not too big. Like I emptied it out as much as possible, so hopefully it fits within like the weight or whatever, because I think we can only have like 7 kg combined with your personal item. So this is my personal item, plus that they're going to be weighed together to only be 7 kg in order to be accepted, and then they also have to fit within the size lengths or whatever. So hopefully I do not have to check my bag because I would be so irritated. But yeah, I decided to put my little Naruto luggage thing on here, my luggage tag that I had bought here in Malaysia when I first went shopping. But honestly, I didn't really record much the past 3 days because it was really just chill. I was mostly editing and I just stayed inside because my menstrual cycle ended up coming and it was not one of my greatest as far as pain wise and just having low energy. And unfortunately I could not bring my herbs with me to like help that, so I just had to kind of like free ball it or whatever. And I used those heating pad things with those the tape on ones because they don't have the ones that plug in here for some reason. So I just used those and those worked okay, but they weren't the greatest, I would say. But this also wasn't my worst cycle yet. But I'm about to check out of this Airbnb. I don't even know if I gave y'all a tour. Let me give y'all one real quick. Okay, so this is the bedroom. Don't mind the unmade bed, it's okay. It's getting cleaned anyways. But yes, this is the bedroom. It's called Meow from Outer Space, like the name of the apartment that I've been staying in. But apparently it's like a hotel too. That's what it says. Like whenever I book Ubers or whatever, well, the Grabs. That's the shower. Toilet. And I believe this is just like some water that squirts up out of here. And when I first arrived, there was literally water all over the floor and I was very confused. I'm like, is the toilet leaking? I did not like that. There's a washer right here too. It's not that much space, but now one thing I did notice is that there's like a lot of this around the apartment, and literally if you really pay attention, you can tell that this right here is wallpaper. So I'm just like, oh, interesting. Trying not to be too picky, but like, geez. Because even just if you look closer here in person, you'll see, hold on. If you look closer in person, you'll see how it's just like not that clean either. Like this, and you can just tell it's like really old. And they definitely polished it up to look better than what it actually is. on the Airbnb app, which I personally have not had a problem with as far as like booking in America. But then there's a TV, table, a little cute fridge and freezer, and then it's just literally nothing but like cabin space. There's a few dishes to like eat your stuff if you cook, but empty. And I actually ended up buying some like some black rice, some other seasonings and stuff too. And I asked the host if, you know, they want me to leave it here, because I hate to just throw it away, because I'm not taking all that with me, just not knowing how strict these airlines are. But yeah, because I'm not sure about this airline, I just don't want to do that. So I was just gonna leave it here for the next person. But I guess it's a sanitary issue with that, which I do to an extent understand. Whatever, I guess. But I'm about to head down and hurry it up, because my Grab is scheduled to get here at like 5:15, and I believe it's about to be 5 now. Yeah, 4:56. Okay, cool. I was so nervous on the way to the airport, because my driver was going up to 120 miles an hour, like zooming. It was crazy, but I definitely got there earlier than an hour, so that was good. I got there in enough time to be able to unpack, because my stuff was definitely overweight for both bags, so I had to throw away so many of my clothes, unfortunately, but fortunately at the same time, because I wanted some new ones. But yes, I got through security, TSA, all that just fine, and I headed on my flights. And will you guys guess where I'm going? I think I already exposed it on my Instagram anyways. Yeah, that's it right there. I'm going to Bali, so stay tuned.